Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Wait a couple moments for everybody to join in. I just finished up the brunch shift, well, dinner shift, at the Brutus Monroe Downtown Diner. And they have had me working like I've never worked before. Hello, everyone. Hello. Whew. It was a grueling shift. It was an absolutely grueling shift. And I'm excited because now that the shift's over and I can relax a little bit, I get to go over the menu with you. So I'm excited. I have my my Brutus Monroe. I have my diner mug here. They never. The dishwashers here are terrible. Just terrible. Look, that's not my lipstick. That's not my shade. So I have my mug here for me to sip on to make sure that I can stay lively. And I'm going to take my apron off because I'm done with my shift, so I can take my apron off. It was like I said, it was a long shift. It was a long one today. It was a very, very long shift today. So hello everybody, welcome to the Brutus Monroe Downtown Diner, where we're talking all things brunch and all things breakfast, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. So I'm going to show you the entire release. We're going to make a couple of cards. I've pulled a couple of card samples from our team that I'm going to remake this evening. And we're in it for, I'd say we're probably going to be in it for about an hour and a half tonight, give or take. So I hope that you found your favorite little snack and get yourself a beverage, and we're just going to hang out. Now, one thing that I do have to preface before I begin the live is the inspiration box this month is extremely popular. And when I say that, I mean we have about 20 of, I think it's 21 when I last checked, 21 of the inspiration boxes left. That is it. And depending on how things go this evening with the sales of the inspiration box, we may put it on a pre-order status. We've never done that before, but it is day one. And as I said, we have 21 of the boxes left. This has turned out to be a very, very, very popular inspiration box this time around. And you're going to see why whenever I show you what it is. Hello, Heather. You missed my apron. I was wearing I just got off my shift at the Brutus Monroe Downtown Diner. Look, I mean, I was filthy. Look at all the filthy. Absolutely filthy. But I can take my apron off now. I'm done with my shift. I told you, it was grueling. It was a long shift today. Let me put it over here with my other apron. It was quite the shift today. So, okay, yeah, my mug. I told you the dishwashers here are awful. Look at this. Awful. So, all right, let's head down to the table and let's get chatting. So here is our menu for tonight. Well, I guess our menu for the release. So we have a lot of things that we're going to discuss tonight, and unfortunately, there are a couple of things that have already sold out. But don't worry, we have reordered them and they are on the way. So don't worry, we have quite a few things that are going to be coming back, but as it stands right now, there are a couple of things that I unfortunately have to let you know are off the menu. There are a couple of things we ran out of at the diner. So, oh yeah, well we might do some of these menus in some different boxes. I don't know. We'll have to figure out what we can do to give some of these menus, because it is a really cool menu. So this is the Brutus Monroe Downtown Diner. We have all of our stamp offerings. We have our cutting dies. We have our paper pads. We have the sides that you can choose from. We have a couple of stencils. And then, of course, we have the mixed media items for this month. So I know some of the brunch specials, can you believe it? Some of the brunch specials have already sold out. And I mean, I'm telling you, it was a busy brunch rush this morning. It was the brunch, the lunch, the dinner. It was nuts. It was absolutely crazy. So this is the menu offering that we have. And again, there are a couple of things that are sold out of on the menu, but we are going to talk about most of them, if not all of them, regardless. So this is, again, the Downtown Diner, Brutus Monroe, best waffles in the burg. I mean, that may be self-proclaimed, but the best waffles in the burg. And let's go ahead and let's take a look, and we'll just kind of go down the list of things that are offered right now in the well, do you want me to do should I do the inspiration box first, or should I do the inspiration box first, or what do you want to see first? Do you want to see the stuff on the menu, or do you want to see inspiration box first? I mean, I guess I can show the inspiration box first, because that's the thing that's probably going to go the quickest. There's a couple of stamps. There's one stamp that's completely sold out. Maybe we'll do the inspiration box first. Okay. Yeah, we'll do the inspiration box first. So, this is the sheet, the cheat sheet, I guess, as I always as I call it. This is our cheat sheet for this month. And the one thing that I don't have in mind is the paper, so I won't be able to show you the paper, but you'll get the idea. So these are the things that you'll be able to make with your Let's Do Brunch inspiration box, inspiration kit, inspiration bag. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what those things are that are in there. So first and foremost, as always, you are receiving, you're going to receive a piece of white foam. This is something that's really great for you to use with your bread slices, and you'll see what the bread slices are in just a moment. Then you are going to receive your 5 card bases. It's going to be hard to see like the difference between the two, because obviously they are both white, okay? Then you are going to receive the Breakfast Bites card stock, and this card stock pack. All right, let's go through it, because it's a really cool card stock pack. Let me open it up for us here. See if I can get it open here. There we go. This is, I think, probably going to be the most popular add-on. So this is, so we first have, you know, some beautiful plaids that you would see in the diner, some polka dots, and look at all of these little breakfast items. I love it. Then we have another plain pattern. Then we have all of these pancakes. Another plain pattern. Then we have the milk and the cereal. Another really beautiful plaid. And then we have the jelly or the jam on the toast. Another really great pattern. And then we have eggs and bacon. And then we have eggs, bacon, and toast. And then we go back to the regular pattern. So you can see here, it is a really fun paper pad all about breakfast and brunch. So it's called Breakfast Bites. Then you are going to receive the Toaster Sentiments stamp set. So these are all different sentiments that you will be able to use with your little toaster products, your little toaster thing. So it's a smaller stamp this time, but the reason for that, you'll see why the reason is that it's a smaller stamp this time. Then you're getting the Breakfast Bites sticker set. So this sticker set coordinates with the paper pad. You are also going to receive two more things before I show you the big kahuna. You're going to receive some sugar glitter. So this is the perfect sugary glitter to put onto your little treats. And then you are also going to receive in the kit the Brutella. So we're going to use some of this Brutella, I think, tonight. And it is just the coolest, you'll see. It's just a really, really cool glaze. So this is the Brutella. Also, you can get that separately as well. And then the star of the show, I think in my opinion, for this box, hello Kara, is this giant die set. Look at how big this die set is. So this die set is going to create a 3D, a 3D toaster. And it's also going to create, you can either do a 3D toaster or you can do a, you can cut this and just use the toaster. It does have the score lines though to make it 3D. You have toast, you have jams, you have a heart, you have a little butter, you have a really cool sentiment that says rise and shine. So this is a huge, huge die set that you are getting with this inspiration box. I think the reason that the inspiration box is selling as quickly as it is because of this massive die. This die alone retails for $24.99. So you can get this die separately. If you are not interested in the inspiration box, grab this die separately. It's while supplies last. We have a new system. While I'm putting this away, I'll tell you about it. This is the bag that it comes in. But I'll tell you real quick. So the new system that we have at Brutus Monroe, it's a new system that we've adopted. It allows for you to, it allows for us to, yes, absolutely. It allows for us to check and make sure that the inventory is correct across the board, meaning if there are items, it will update in real time, which is really, really cool. It's something brand new that we've adopted at Brutus Monroe, and what that means is it will allow. So, say for instance, there are items in the inspiration box that are also sold separately. If we have a ton of people that purchase like the stamp or the stickers or something from inside of the inspiration box, the inspiration box will sell out. Okay, so there's a little bit of a different system of how things work now. So if there's a ton of people that want something individually from the inspiration box, we have one giant inventory for everything. So if you want the stuff that's in the inspiration box or you want something separate, it will, I'm placing an order, and when I use the Brutus box, I'm getting an error message. Carol, that generally means that something is in your cart that you can't use Brutus bucks for. That's generally what that will mean. So that is the kit. All right. Oops, let me put my little sheet back in here before I forget. I don't want to mess it up. Hello, Rob. Okay, so let me put this to the side and let's talk about the other items from this release, as well as some items that we are going to use tonight from the release. Oh, so did you, Carol, if you've redeemed them, they never expire. The only thing that expires is the points. So the way the point system works, and I forgot to I printed out a special sheet that I could go over today with all of you, but it's still in my office. The points expire if you don't make a purchase. I think it's every 60 days. The Brutus Bucks vouchers do not. So if you turn in your points for a voucher, they will not expire. I hope that makes sense. The vouchers do not expire. It's the points that expire. All right? All right, so let's talk about the other things in the release. So let me grab my menu so we could check some things off. Okay, toaster sentiments we already saw. The toaster sentiments were in the little kit. Well, not the little kit, the big kit. And then the Stamp Club this month. So the Stamp Club this month is called Pastry Pal. Look at that little guy. Isn't that one of the sweetest things you ever saw? So this is the Pastry Pal. This is our little toaster friend, our little, well, I guess Pastry Pal is the best name for it, but it's like a little Pop-Tart. And it says, what's poppin' and popping by to say hi. If you are in regular Stamp Club, you will receive the stamp. If you are in Stamp Club Plus, you will receive the stamp and the die. Okay? So there is a die, a coordinating die that you will receive. So that is the Pastry Pal. Then we have the Toaster Sentiments. So the Toaster Sentiments, it does not include the die if you get an inspiration box. So you will be able to purchase the die separately. And now that I'm thinking about that, we'll have to figure out how you will purchase the die separately, because normally the dies are not sold separately. So we'll have to figure out that one. I'm just realizing that now. So we'll figure that out, but you could purchase the stamp and the die. I clicked redeem and copied the code. When I went back to look at it again, it shows them being gone. So yeah, so Carol, so it'll be just give us either a call tomorrow or send an email to info@brutusmonroe.com or orders@brutusmonroe.com, and one of the team members will absolutely figure it out for you. All right, so those are the Toaster Sentiments. Remember, that comes in the inspiration box, and there are things on here like, you're my butter half, have a great day, a toast to you, I toastily love you, you're the jelly to my peanut butter, I loaf you, you're totally my jam, thanks, you're the loaf of my life, and rise and shine. So funny. So funny. All right, so then we have, so we did breakfast puns. Now, stitched borders. I don't even know. I do have one to show you. So stitched borders sold out in like literally 2 seconds. So stitched borders is going to be on a kind of a wait list type of a situation right now. Stitched borders is not currently available. I want to show you it though, because it's a really cool thing that coordinates with another product that we are bringing in. So I wanted to show it to you so that you can get on the wait list for it, but it did sell out like almost immediately. So that is the stitched borders. Okay, so now let's move on to the cutting dies. So first and foremost, oh wait, I missed a stamp. Oh, breakfast puns, sorry. I missed an entire stamp. So this is called Breakfast Puns. Such a good stamp set. Nobody stacks up to you. You're a peach. I appreciate you. I'm bananas about you. I love you a waffle lot. I find you appealing. Orange, you sweet. You're waffly cute. I'm so glad you popped into my life. You are the eggs to my bacon. I love you from the bottom of my tart. And then, of course, there are little icons in here you can use as well. There's a little Pop-Tart. There's a little peach. There's a banana. There's a stack of pancakes. There's a banana. Did I say banana? There's 2 bananas. There's a waffle, an egg, a little peach. So tons of stuff that you can use. And of course, there are coordinating dies available as well. So I'm sorry I missed that stamp. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, back to the cutting dies. So you can purchase the toaster die separately if you would like. Heather Collins, do I have a toaster die? I don't see one. Oh wait, I set it somewhere. Hold on. I did have one, but where did I set it? Hold on, everybody. Everything was, oh, here it is. Okay. So you could purchase your toaster set completely separately. I had to make sure that I had one, because Heather is just the best in the whole world. She cuts them all for me and has them all prepped for me. So this is the toaster die if you purchase it separately, but it does come in the inspiration box. Then we have the breakfast bunch cutting die, which is this one here. I'm going to pull this out of here because they're kind of all over the place here. But in this set, you're going to receive the Pop-Tart, you're going to receive the banana, you're going to receive the peach, another Pop-Tart piece, you're going to receive, I don't know, oh, this goes to the waffle, you're going to receive some syrup, you're going to receive the bacon, so you get a lot in the, you're going to get a lot in this set. And I believe we are using this set tonight. I have to look at gotta look at my samples. Okay. So that is the breakfast bunch, and this is also the die of the month. So this, oh, the orange, okay. This is the die of the month, okay? So this one can't be purchased separately. It's the die of the month for this month. Then we have the stitched border dies. So the stitched border dies are something that we came up with because every single stitched die that I had seen out there in the world, they did not have a, I'm trying to think of the word, they didn't have a, they didn't cut them out completely. So because of that, I really wanted something that would cut them out completely. And, we needed something that, we could create a border with, as opposed to something that would just cut it into your paper and then you couldn't do anything with it. Like these cut out completely. And I'll show you, actually, I just realized I don't think that I have a needle to stitch these for you guys. But you can see they cut out completely, like this. Here's another one. So they are completely cut out, as opposed to, so you can use them to do a little border, if you would like. Okay? All right, so that is the stitched border. All right. Now, I've already shown you this paper pad, which is the Breakfast Bites, but we also have Nana's tablecloths. And I love, love, love this paper pad because it really reminds me of my gram. Whenever I was little, she always had the coolest tablecloths. I mean, they were covered in plastic, but she had the coolest tablecloths. Everything had to be covered in plastic, or else there could be, you could possibly get something on the tablecloth. But she had the coolest tablecloths, and these are kind of emulated after that. So let me get this guy popped open. Oh, you have needles and thread on your desk? Okay. So this is the different tablecloths. And then again, a lot of you have been asking for solid colors, so we've added some. I love this one. Yeah, Heather might be doing some sewing for you guys tomorrow. Look at this one. This Nana likes no plastic. I love that. So as you can see, they're just beautiful, different tablecloths. So we might just make two. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And those are all of the beautiful papers. And you can see on the back what all of the papers look like. So those are our two paper pads. Okay. Now let's talk about our side dishes. Okay. So we have a couple of side dishes. The first side dish are the Good Morning stickers. So these sticker sheets you can actually purchase separately, but they do come in the inspiration box. So we have your Good Morning stickers. Then we also have the Stitched Borders template. So the way this works is, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, that it is etched. This coordinates with your dies as well as the stamp set. So what you can do is you can either use this as a template for stitching, you can use this as a template for stenciling, or you can use a piercing tool. So you could place this on top of something, most likely like a piece of foam, and you'll place your piece of paper underneath of it. Let me grab sample piece of paper. And then you'll take your piercing tool and you'll just pierce all of your little circles, okay? So it's completely up to you. Completely up to you. Okay? But you can use this for, I mean, I'm sure, you know, as I always say, your brains are probably going a million miles an hour just like mine do, because this exactly matches up with your dies. So see, this one fits this one, and there's just so much you can do with it, okay? So this is the little template for the stitched borders. Then we have the tea towel trim washi sheets. So these are the washi sheets that we are launching with this collection. Y'all have been goo-goo and gaga for the washi sheets, and these I think are just as fabulous as the others that we've done. These are little embroidered patterns. So as you can imagine, you can use these on a multitude of projects, but these are now available as well. Okay. So those are all of our sides. Oops, things aren't lining up correctly. There we go. All right, so let me put these items away real quick. And now let's talk about the stencils. So we have the Atomic Stars stencil. Oh, I don't think I have the Keen stencil or the Citrus layering stencil. Daryl, are you watching? I hope he's watching. Let's see here. Sorry, I just text messaged him. I think he's still here. So this is the Atomic Stars. We are going to use this one tonight. And this one is a two-piece, and it lines up. So this reminds me really quite a bit of a retro kitchen. So these two line up perfectly together. And these are the two, or this is the one that we're going to use tonight. Okay? So that is that. Let me pop this back in here. And then if he brings over the other two stencils, I'll show you them. One is the stencil of the month, and one is just an add-on stencil. So let's talk about the embossing powders. So, well, actually, let's talk about the embossing powders. So first and foremost, we have the cinnamon sugar embossing powder. And it really, I mean, it looks like cinnamon sugar. So this is the cinnamon sugar embossing powder. This is a specialty embossing powder, and this is available separately. So this is not the embossing powder of the month. This is just an extra one that you can grab. And it's so cool. It's really, really cool. Then the embossing powder of the month, which isn't listed on here because it's an embossing powder of the month. That is our Scramble embossing powder. And it really does look like a scrambled egg. So Scramble is the embossing powder of the month. All right. Then we have this one. This puppy is probably going to be the first thing that is going to sell out of the consumables, and that is our faux honey. This faux honey is some of the coolest stuff that you will ever use. I'm going to show you how to use it tonight. We're probably not going to use it on the project because it takes about 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to dry. But this faux honey is so cool. It is so cool. We're going to talk about this tonight. So you're definitely going to want to get your hands on this guy because, I mean, I would buy a couple of these because they are really, really, really cool. Probably one of the coolest things we've done this year. Then we have the sugar glitter. Do I have a sugar glitter? I do not. I'll grab one from the kit. You can purchase the sugar glitter separately. Let me grab mine out of the kit. Hold on one moment. So this is the sugar glitter. And it is very sparkly, shining, shimmering, splendid. And it's a really, really great, great glitter. All right. And then you can also get your Brutella separately. This is so cool. So, so cool. Yes, the faux honey is not in the box, no. So here is the Brutella. So cool. That's so cool. And mine has, obviously, someone's already been dipping in my Brutella. And then last but not least, we of course have to have a squeaky... Oh my goodness, I dropped it all. We have to have a squeaky clean. Let me pick this up real quick. All right. We have to have a squeaky clean. And this squeaky clean is called Breakfast in Bed. And if you love the smell of maple syrup and bacon, maple syrup and pancakes, not maple syrup and bacon, maple syrup and pancakes, this is the squeaky clean for you. You are going to absolutely love this squeaky clean. And again, all of the squeaky cleans that come out of the inspiration, or excuse me, out monthly, are a limited edition. So once the Breakfast in Bed has sold out, it will no longer be in rotation. So we only make a couple hundred of them, and when they're gone, they are gone. All right. Does anybody have any questions about the menu? Any questions? Any questions about the menu, or are we good? You all ready? You can figure out. You're ready to decide. Are you ready to decide on what you'd like from the menu? Maple syrup and bacon option. Whoo! That would be something. That would definitely be something. I can tell you that much. All right. So who's ready to make a card? Or cards? I know, don't they? They're really cool. They're really, really cool. All right. So, the first card we're going to make tonight is this one. So, this card is so cute. So incredibly cute. And I think, do I have... Ooh, I might not have this glaze. I lied. I do have it. This is using the mixed media. This is our sprinkle spread. So we're going to use some of that. But this is going to be a super, super fun. Super, super fun. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Heather. Wait. Oh, I see. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see what you mean. And the little tray, is that what you're talking about, Heather? In my little tray? I'm going to show you the other. We're going to make these two cards tonight. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, personally, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so we're going to start with this guy, but we have two panels to do. So I think we'll do the background panels exactly the same on both of them, because I think that just will work really, really well for what we're doing. So let me grab my stick and stamp mat. And my card base, or my simple blend, or perfect blend, excuse me. Just got to find my perfect blend panels real quick here. Let's see. Hold on one moment. I just got to shift some things around real quick. Grab my panels. Here we go. Here's my perfect blend cardstock. Whew! We are not going to have very many inspiration boxes left. Let's see here. Let's pop these panels out and let's get to doing some blending, shall we? All right. So this will just pop right in to our Stick It Stamp mat. And then remember, there is protection all the way around because we have our blending buddy here. And now I'm going to grab my stencil. And I'm using the Atomic Stars layering stencil. Or is it called Atomic Stars or just Atomic? Yeah, Atomic Stars. All right. And I can use my... I'm going to use a little bit of Pixie Spray. Oh, you need caffeine? Okay, please just see your waitress or waiter, and they will be happy to get you a cup of joe. Could you imagine if we really had a... I mean, it would be a really fun place to eat. I can tell you that much. It would be a lot of fun. Never a dull moment. That's for sure. All right. So we are going to start with Love Struck. We're going to do a rainbow background because that's what Shannon did on hers, and if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? But she did like a really cool rainbow. So she kind of did, hold on. So she did the colors kind of like, I'll show you. So she did like some red here. And then she kind of went around with the different colors. So now we're going to use Roar. I know. They were like, what? I really like the blending that she did, so we're going to try to emulate that. So there's our orange. Now for yellow, we're going to use Guppy. Okay, and then for our green, we're going to use Later Gator. And this kind of like, it makes the rainbow kind of go all over the place, which I think is really cool. And then for our blue, we're going to use No Diving. Uh-oh, Beverly. We'll have to check on that for you. We will have to check on that for you. Okay, and then we have Crown Me, which is our purple we're going to use. And again, this is just for our background. Let's see how we did. I love it. I love it, I love it. All right, so I'm going to peel this off, and we're going to do one more. But I need to clean off my stencil, so let me put this over to the side. Oh my goodness, I spilled my drink because I was doing too much blending. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Gotta clean up on table 4. Clean up, table 4. Got it. All right, so let me clean off my stencil. Well, I'm going to clean around here first. Okay. And then I'm going to clean off my stencil. And I like to use matte mist for my stencils because it's not as strong. Here's my matte mist. Oh, awesome, Christy. Yeah, we'll definitely get it checked out for you. No problem. It probably honestly just has something to do with the subscription portal and how things are put in and put through. That's my guess, but without like actually looking at it, I can't tell you for sure. But I know that team at Brutus Monroe can definitely help you out. All right. The new squeaky clean for this month smells like pancakes and syrup. It is all fun and games until someone spills a drink. You are 100% correct, my friend. 100% accurate. All right, so we're going to go and do kind of the same thing. I just have to look at my example here. I'm going to keep it right there so I can see what I did. So we started with the red here. Love Struck is just a beautiful, like very deep, deep red. Okay, we got to move my drink because things are happening. Okay, red, orange, oh, my inks are falling. My goodness, this table. I think I need to do something about this table. Because I am an aggressive blender. And I can't be stopped. All right, orange. Yellow. Which is the guppy, which is my favorite yellow. And we're just going in and we're blending on top and blending on the side. It's really a lot of fun. And then our green we're going to use is Later Gator. Table 4, no. Table 4, they didn't leave a tip. I thought I did a great job waiting their table. They didn't leave a tip. They were very rude. Now for our blue, again, we're going to use No Diving. And then last but not least, Crown Me. Which I always forget that Crown Me is a newer color, so it's very juicy, so I have to be careful. Oh, Kara, if you come here for the anniversary party, as opposed to doing it online, you'll see it is very custom. There are like special, there's like a drawer thing, and you'll see. It's about as custom as it gets. All right, so now I'm going to pop this off of here. I'll tell you, that pixie spray. All right, so let me make sure I line this up correctly. I think I'm probably going to have to look at the picture. Yep, hold on. I got to look at the picture. You got to look at the picture, and then I'll figure it out. Whoops. Table for one. Okay. Oh, I figured it out. So this goes down here. I probably should have put a little... I have an idea. Hold on. I've got an idea. And now I also have an idea for the 2.0 version of this. We're going to add little things there so that we know how to line things up. So now, do I have this in the wrong direction? It's going to take me 10 minutes to remember how it lines up. Okay. I'm looking at all my little dots. Oh, it's because I'm doing it on a card. I'm not doing the whole thing. That's where we're at. That's okay. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I think that they might be available on the website now, though. I think. I'm not 100% certain. The crazy thing is, I know this lines up because so many of our team members have used it. And we're at the point now of operator error. New challenge is up. Awesome. Yeah, this is definitely operator error. $100%. Aha! I figured it out. You just gotta line it up with your... Just gotta line it up with your stencil. There we go. It goes this way. Whoo! I knew I'd figured it out. I did have it backwards. I 100% had it backwards. All right. So now let's put a little pixie spray on here. I'm probably going to be adjusting the design just a hair tomorrow. Because if it's tricking me, I know it's going to trick someone else. All right, so now I'm going to use Weeping Willow, which is a very, very deep brown. Because I think you need like a really deep tone to set off the really bright colors. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna update it tonight. Look at that. That is so cool. That is so cool. Yep, obsessed. One of my top 5 favorite stencils now. It changes the entire look of it when you okay. Yeah, I think this is the right way. Yeah, I'm making myself some guides tonight. I'm updating it. I'm making myself some guides tonight that are also going to be something that you guys will have as well, because it's going to go on all of the stencils. So now, which direction? The problem is I moved this stencil. I didn't position both of them in the exact same spot. Is where the issue lies. I know, it turned out super cool. So we're just going to position this one like this. Because all of my pieces, like I must have shifted this stencil over when I did this one, because I'm seeing I'm not seeing all of the dots the exact same way. So I think I shifted something. We're just going to roll with it. Because that's what you got to do sometimes, right? You just got to roll with it. So even if it doesn't go over exactly in the right spots, it'll still be fun. Because I definitely shifted the stencil. It was a creative decision, yes. Let's go with that. I like that. It was a creative decision. I think it'll still look cool regardless. All right. So there we go. It's just on top of it, and it's just fun and funky, and it is what it is. I like it. Okay, I definitely created my own ending on this one. That's for sure. All right, so let's close this up here. And let's get started on our little Pop-Tarts. Okay. So these are our backgrounds. We're going to put these to the side. And I will be hyper analyzing these for the rest of the night. Of course. Because that's what happens when you are... This is what it's supposed to look like whenever you don't mess it up. And this is what it looks like when you shift your stencil. So there are two different ways you could do this. This is the correct way, or you can shift your stencil and get lost and not have any idea where you were at. Okay? So you want to do it this way. That's the way you want to do it. All right. Let's see here. So let me grab my die so we can start getting ready. Getting our Pop-Tarts together. All right. Because we're going to need Pop-Tarts for both. Okay. Then we're going to need a circle to make ourselves a little plate. Okay. Let's see. So I need some paper here. Let's grab ourselves some more Simple Blend. Because that's, I think what we'll do is we'll color it. Do you think that would be probably the best? I think we'll color it in. You know what? I think I want to use some Not Your Mama's, actually. We're going to make some thick Pop-Tarts. So they really stand up on their own. Oh, perfect, Heather. You mean the, yeah. I don't think there's any white, though. But thank you. Yeah, there isn't any white. So let me cut my Not Your Mama's. We'll just cut it in half. Because we'll use another piece for our toaster. All right. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some tape. And we're going to cut out, we are going to need a couple of these. Is everybody having a good Tuesday so far? I hope so. One Pop-Tart. And one Pop-Tart backer. I love how it cuts out all these little pieces. Yeah, Neko. Oh, good. What are you making? Something good? Oh, I love In-N-Out. I haven't had it in a very long time. My dear sweet friend took me to my very first In-N-Out when I was in California, and I loved it. I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. Oh, cool. Were you able to line yours up? They do come two in a pack. And I just realized that I want to use all these little pieces that are the inside, on the inside, for when I make my next, use the burger that we have from our You Are My Sunshine release. I'm going to use those as little sesame seeds. Because when I just cut this out, I was like, oh my goodness, those are definitely little sesame seeds. Oh yeah. I've never had Whataburger. I don't think I did. I was in Texas a couple years ago. I was in Texas for Made It Con. And I had so much fun there. Oh, the lawnmower is kicking off. All right. So let's go ahead and pop these pieces out. And now we have our little Pop-Tarts. Strawberry frosted. Cherry's my favorite. Does everybody have a favorite Pop-Tart? I'm going to go wash my hands real quick because I have ink all over them, but put what your favorite Pop-Tart is in there so I can take a look when I get back. Okay. I feel much better now that my hands are washed because I had ink all over them and I knew that was going to end in disaster. Okay. Cinnamon sugar. Oh, is it like brown sugar? Oh no, this one didn't cut out all the way. I have to run this guy back through. Give me one moment. Oh, pumpkin spice. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, our pumpkin spice squeaky clean will be coming out very soon. Very, very soon. Oh, definitely. Have you ever tried a Pop-Tart with butter on it? Now that's living. A Pop-Tart with butter on it? All right. Whoops, there goes my die. Okay. All right, okay, all right. We are doing great. How are we doing on time? Am I way over yet? Because that's usually what happens. I get to talking, and I go way over. I'm telling you, using this Not Your Mama's to die cut, it's the best. It is the best. Just poking out all my Pop-Tart holes here. Really trying to do both cards at the same time. Frozen. Never tried a frozen Pop-Tart. Really exciting. Tomorrow starts our Partner in Creativity Appreciation Month. So there's going to be crazy fun deals and free gifts and really, really great stuff all month long. So I hope that gets your creative juices flowing. So for this, I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use a lighter brown. So we're going to use Gur for this to kind of give ourselves an overall toasted feel. So I'm just going to blend lightly on top, and then I'm going to get a little bit more aggressive on the sides. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to use the Weeping Willow on the sides. I did show the whole release. Yes. I went over the menu. Hold on. I went over the menu with everybody. Is what I did. And everybody made their brunch selections. And I can see from the orders that have been coming in that there are a couple of favorites. Quite a few favorites, actually. And this Not Your Mama's cardstock blends so beautifully. So beautifully. So beautifully. Okay. That's okay. I won't tell a single soul. Just blends so well. Oh, good. Yeah, pick 5 is the way to go. Get yourself the pick 5. Okay. Yeah, the pick 5 is the best way to go. Because it's the best option, honestly. Okay. So now I think we're going to do a little bit, I think we're going to do, like, we'll make it look like what's inside of it. Because when you see a Pop-Tart, so let's see, how can we do this? I'm going to use a little Weeping Willow for the outside here, just to add a little bit of, like, because when you toast them, you get a little bit, they do get a little browner on the outside, right? So I want to add a little bit of that. These are really fun. Now that looks like a Pop-Tart. Gets a little browned on the outsides. Now, you of course could do this and make it completely flat and just use, you know, a piece of brown paper. It's up to you. You create your own ending. I just feel like I needed a little zhuzh to it. A little extra oomph, you know? All right, now that looks like a Pop-Tart. Would red cherry paste work between the layers for cherry Pop-Tart? It would work, and I think that might be what I'll use. So we do have, let me take a look at what chroma glazes I have. Okay, I don't have a red chroma glaze down here with me, but do you think we could get away with a pink candy coat? I think we could. All right, so let me hit this with a little bit of the gur, and then that's how we're going to assemble them. You think that? I think that'll be good. So just a little bit of gur on each one. All right, then I have to take my, let me get my knife out. I'm going to open up my candy coat. Make sure I mix it up good. And the candy coat's a great thing, I think, to use because it has like chunks in it. All right, let's see. Y'all, hold on. This is actually perfect because it's like seeping through. That is so cool. All right, hold on. I gotta set this to the side. This might be a two-part. We might be finishing these cards tomorrow. Yeah, because I need these to dry. Do you care if we do a two-part? Do you mind? That just looks so cool. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side because it's gotta dry. Yeah, we're gonna do a two-part. I'm gonna finish these tomorrow. That's so cool. You'll be very happy because we do have some of those coming. I'm not going to use as much candy coat on this one, though, because that was a very generous helping. Oh, yeah. Now, you're going to get messy when you're making Pop-Tarts. It's just the way it is. Whoops. You're going to get real messy when you're making Pop-Tarts. Because you're going to knock everything over like I am. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit to dry. Yeah, two-part. We're going to do a two-part. So I'm going to finish this up, and I'm going to cut out our... I'm going to cut out our toaster. Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh, it's going to look so cool when it's dry too, because it's going to be semi-transparent when it dries. Oh my goodness, am I excited to show you this tomorrow. Oh yeah, please participate, Amy. You'll have a lot of fun. Two more Pop-Tarts. Doesn't really matter how deep you get this color because you're not really going to see it. All right. So now let's put on our strawberry filling. Too much, Christopher. There's our strawberry filling. Now, you could use this like for your bread. I know I'm going to be in the studio all day tomorrow making all sorts of breads and spreads and different cool things because now I can't stop. Okay. Oh, they're going to be so cool. I can already tell. Put my last one together. And I can't wait to show you what these look like tomorrow. I think they're going to be super cool. So I'm just pushing down a little bit more on them. All right. Hello, Darren. So we're done with the Pop-Tarts. Now let's make ourselves a toaster. 1, 2. Whew. Yes, is this a table for 1 or a table for 2? at the diner. Oh, no, I don't. Heather, do you by any chance know where... never mind. I'm going to use this paper. I was going to use the Groovy paper, but I don't see it. So I'm going to use some of the alcohol marker paper. Yes, we will have it in about 2 minutes. 10 minutes, yes, 10 minutes. We don't want to promise something we don't have. All right, so we're going to start with our large piece. We are not going to do 3D on this one. You can make this a 3D box to put little treats in, but this one is not going to be 3D. But I will show you how to make a 3D one this week. All right. So let me send this through, because then all of this will be dry and ready for us to use tomorrow. Perfect. Thank you, Penny. Penny is the house manager. All right. So now let's pop this out. And now what you would do is, if you're not using this 3D, which we aren't using it for 3D tonight, is you would just simply, see where the score lines are? You're just going to simply cut on the score lines, okay? Okay. Then our score line on the base here. There we go. So now it's just the toaster. This is Pixie tape. It works like a dream. All right, so let me put this to the side, and now we're gonna do, so we need 2 different pieces. So you all know, do you all know, have you heard of the Pioneer Woman? Oh no, he left, he texted me. He was already gone when I asked him. Have you all heard of the Pioneer Woman? So as soon as I saw this pattern, it reminded me of her. So I think this is the pattern that we need for the front of our toaster. And then the buttercream is what we're going to use for the outside. And that's how we're going to assemble our toaster here. So some buttercream. And we're going to need some of this beautiful paper from Nana's Tablecloths, which I like a stylized toaster, don't you? All right, so let's run these through, and then we can make our toaster, and then we'll be back for part 2 tomorrow. That's why it's so hard for me to go over the entire release and make cards, because the entire release takes about a half an hour in itself for me to review with you. All right, hold on. My lawnmower's not agreeing with me. There we go. Now my lawnmower's agreeing with me. My mom loves her. All right. So now we have our toaster pieces. Okay, good night. See you tomorrow for the next live. Okay. So now let's start assembling. And then this will be ready for us tomorrow. I'm going to use some glue for this, which is not my norm, but we are using the alcohol marker safe glitter stock. So we do have to use liquid adhesive, and then we'll use liquid adhesive for this too since we already have it out. All right. Oh, happy birthday! Look at that toaster. That's so cool. So there's our little toaster. And then we have the waffles. I don't have... The ones that I have prepped are not the big waffle. Oh, yeah, they are. Or are they? I don't know. So these are... Yeah, well, these are the waffles we would use in here. But this is what the honey looks like when it's dry. So when you take your honey and you on top of there, this is what it looks like when it's completely dry. So it really does look like syrup. Isn't that cool? I mean, it really looks like syrup. So, all right. So we have all of our items drying and getting ready to dry, or going to be dry by tomorrow. And we will pick up where we left off. So, did everybody have fun tonight? I hope you did. I sure had a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Yeah, I added them to a plate. Yeah, they you would need a circle die to create the plate. So, all right. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a whirlwind of fun, and I can't wait to finish all these cards with you tomorrow. Maybe we'll make an additional card. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Let me get the last sip of my Joe. I hope you had fun at the Brutus Monroe Downtown Diner this evening. I certainly had a whole lot of fun with all of you. Yes, it's very similar to that. So thank you all so much for hanging out. Remember to create something every single day, whether that is your own little toaster or your own ending. I love you all very much, and I appreciate you. I hope you're able to get everything you would like from the brunch release, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, my friends.